So we're going to start standing. Let me put my tissue down. Let me take the glasses off. In fact, I'll put them on my head for now in case I need them. So let's just start with a shoulder roll. Oh, can you see me? My head was cut off then. It's not a bad thing. So we'll start off with a shoulder roll. Oh, give the shoulders a roll. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. And squeeze. And then forward. Oh, excellent. So we're going to do a little bit of the warm up what we did last week because I quite like that because I've had quite a stiff back and it is really, really good for the back. So let me put my mat straight. It drives me mad if it's not straight. So bring your feet roughly about hip width, tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down, and you're just going to lift the arms for about 2 and then out for 2, in for 2 and then a squat for 2. Ooh, that was my knees creaking then. And we go again. Lift, out. So if you're already warmed up, you can take this out as far as you want to and squat down. And lift, and out, and squeeze. We'll do one more. We're not doing it all what we did last week, but we'll do some of it. And lift, and out. Is that somebody wanting to join? Let me just check. Keep going with that, guys. So lift and out and squeeze down and squat. We'll do one more as Jazz has joined us. Lift, out, in, down and squat. Then we're going to bring the feet a little bit closer in, tummy muscles in, shoulders back, and we're going to lift up. Take my glasses off because I can't balance. And come right onto the toes if you can and stretch through the calves. Bring it down, down and squat and lift. And lift. You can bring the arms up. If you need to hold on to the wall, hold on to the wall. Woo. Bring it down and squat. 2 more and lift and lift. How's the balance going today? Mine's not that good. Probably that bottle of Prosecco we had last night. And lift. 1 more. I blame the weather. Woo. And bring it down. Excellent. And you're just going to bring the arms out. I'll move back so you can see me. Tummy muscles in, shoulders back and out. And squeeze the shoulder blades together. And bring it back. And squeeze. Bring it back. Squeeze. I've got nice relaxing music on there, but it's not really it's not going to be that relaxing today. And then come back, turn the palms upwards. I'm going to take one arm over to the other side, bring it back. So we want to keep the tummy muscles pulled in as much as we can, squeezing the glutes. So even though we're having quite a nice stretch, we're not really relaxing. So we want everything switched on. Excellent. And then just hold the arms there. Might just need to move from the wall slightly. Tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down. And we're going to slowly turn to the right, but we're trying to keep the hips, the knees and the ankles forward. So we're just trying to get a bit of a rotation through the back. So squeeze and come back. Go to the left, might hit the wall, squeeze. If you are near a mirror, have a look at your posture. I just caught myself in the mirror then. It always makes me breathe in and squeeze everything. And we're just going to do 1 more on each side. So 1 more over to the left. Excellent. Come back to the centre. Extend the arms. This time put your palms down and we're just going to circle forward. So just circle forward, squeezing tummy muscles in, shoulders down. So try to avoid the tension of the shoulders up to the ears. We really want to create the space from the shoulders to the ears if possible. Are we all okay? Yeah, did you mute yourselves, or doesn't really matter, there's only a few of you. And back the other way, squeezing the tummy muscles. Can we feel it yet? Excellent. And then hold it there, lift the arms, you can clasp the fingertips if you want to, and we're going to go over to one side. Now what I want you to do is take a deep breath in, and with your shoulder that's closest to your ear, take it back. And then come back to the top. Take it over to the other side, so with this shoulder, take it back. And then come back. Excellent. I'm just going to take my glasses off. We're going to go into roll downs. So we've done these before. So everything's pulled in, everything's zipped up, shoulders back and down, deep breath in, chin drops onto your chest, and we're going to roll through the spine. So you can bend your knees if you need to, have them straight, whatever's right for you. If your back's not brilliant, just leave them out, have a little pedal. Roll down. Always do what's right for you, guys, very important that. Have a little stretch, and then squeeze your tummy muscles, squeeze your abs, and let's push through the floor and come up. So we're going to do 3 more. So I always say in my classes, do what's right for you, listen to your body, but more so now we're online, because obviously I can't see you, you can't, well, you can ask me questions, but if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Roll down, squeeze in. Squeeze to come back. So keep going. We're doing 4 in total. So you cannot tell when it's warmer though, because the warm up. Is that somebody waiting to come in? Let me just have a look. Oh, it's Jonathan. Morning, Jonathan. We're on roll downs. Where have you been? Squeeze in. We've got 1 more to do. You know I always lose count on these. I'm terrible. Only have to count to 4 and I still don't manage that, do I? Ooh. I think that's 4. Right, before we go to the floor, we're just going to do 1 more stretch. So, I want you to take your, I'm going to do opposite. I want you to take your right leg over across the left. So you might need to bend the legs. Try to have both feet facing forward. Tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down. Deep breath in and lift. It's quite a tricky balance, this one as well. Squeezing your tummy muscles, squeezing, you're going to start to roll down and hopefully get a stretch through the legs. So if you can reach the floor, that's great. If you can't, if you've got anything you can put your hands on, a book, the settee, anything, or even the wall, you can walk down the wall. We'll just hold it. And then take a deep breath in. And before we come back, try to push all 4 corners of both feet into the ground and then squeeze to come back. Let's change sides. So I am videoing this class as well, so if you want to do it again and stay in any of the positions longer, absolutely feel free, or just even go over them. So we've changed foot position. This time it's the left over the right, both feet facing forward, tummy muscles in, deep breath in, chin onto your chest, and let's roll, squeeze in. Again, if it's too much, don't do it. So if you feel quite wobbly, hold on to something. Enjoy through the stretch. Stay down if you want to, come straight back if you don't. And then deep breath in and push through the feet the front of the feet, the back of the feet, and the corners of the feet. So we're grounded, rooted to the floor. Oh, big stretch. Excellent. Right, give yourself a little shake. We're going to come onto the floor and we're coming into a box position. Let me just check if I'm in the right position now. You can all see me, can't you? Yeah, it looks like, you can't always tell when you're trying to set it up. So we're coming into a box position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tummy muscles in tight. Want to be nice and controlled, pulling up through the floor rather than sinking down. And let's take a deep breath in and start to arch the back and look up. Oh. And then inhale and round. So we're just going to do this for about a minute. Try not to sink the shoulders too far down, but sink the chest. So just enjoy. I'm just going to put my clock on. So just enjoy for about a minute, guys. I need my stopwatch. Anyway, so let me just see what we're supposed to be doing. So enjoy, especially if your back is a little bit tight. Ooh. Don't worry too much about the breath, as long as you're stretching through your back and breathing. It's quite important. You know, the class is only 35 minutes, it's still important to breathe. And then, whenever you're ready, just sit yourself back onto your heels, have a little stretch, just a little resting pose. And then I'm going to show you what we're doing next. So I'll show it you first, and then we're going to do it 4 times for 30 seconds if you can. And again, if you can't, you do it as long as you can, or you can just still sit and have a rest. So let me show it you first. It's called Bulldog. So we're back in that box position. Tummy muscles really pulled in nice and tight. We tuck the toes under. We take a deep breath in and we lift the knees maybe about 3 inches. And as we inhale, we squeeze, and as we exhale, we're squeezing the tummy muscles tight. So we're going to try and hold for about 30 seconds. It might be a bit too long, that. So obviously I'll have to do the timing now on this. So let me get my magic watch on. So everyone, let me see if I can see you. Might be able to. Everyone take a deep breath in and let's go into Bulldog. Have a go. So squeeze. Squeeze your tummy muscles. Sometimes I think this is harder than plank. We might not do it. How's it feel? It's a daft question, isn't it? And relax. Have a little breather. Take a deep breath. Let's go again. Second one. That's about 20 seconds. I think 20 seconds is probably long enough, isn't it? If you find that too easy, when we finish, you can go back to this and do it a bit longer and let me know. Give me some feedback. A few more seconds. And relax. A little breather. We've got 2 more to do. Let's go again. Deep breath in, squeeze and lift. If you need a little rest in your shoulders, have a little rest, have a little shake of your wrists. And rest. Got 1 more to do. Have a little shake. Give your shoulders a roll. Last one. Shall we see if we can hold it for about 25-30 seconds? Let's have a go. How are we doing? Only just about see you. How does it feel? Don't give me a thumbs up yet, I don't when you're doing it one-handed. So we can do a few more seconds. Remember to breathe. And relax. Ooh, 27 seconds. Have a little sit back. Sit back on your heels. Let me just get my stopwatch up again. I'm going to need that. Oh, so sit back on your heels. Have a little stretch. Oh, it's tough on the shoulders, that. Give the shoulders a roll. Give your wrists a little stretch if you were feeling it. Anyone that's following me on Facebook, I'm doing the plank challenge and wall sit, and we're at nearly 4 minutes on the plank. I've got to do that after. I sometimes think that bulldog's a bit worse actually. Right, so we're going to turn over. Turn yourself over. Just hug your knees in. Let your back sort of roll into the floor. Ooh, feels good. Rock from side to side. Let your shoulders roll into the mat. And then we'll just take them to one side. Doesn't matter which side. I've not left myself much room on the other side actually. I'm trying to get the camera set up. That's when you stood up and you lie down. It has to be quite far back. Let's change sides. I know some of you would have done the abs class with Duncan, and we're doing some abs now, and they're quite tough ones actually. And come back to the centre. So first one we're going to do, nice and simple, we're doing crunches. So zip up, zip your tummy muscles up, shoulders back into the floor. You can put your head behind your hands for support. If you want to put your thumbs so they're down on your neck for support, that's great. Take a deep breath in, and as we exhale we squeeze and we come up, and we inhale to come down. Let's have a go. Let me put my stopwatch on. Ooh. So we exhale to come up if we can, and we inhale to come down. We don't want the chin dropping to the chest. We're trying to create the space there. We're just trying to keep that space, keep that gap. We look up at the ceiling. Keep going. You don't need to worry about lifting your legs. We're going to be doing that in a second. I'll move my mat up a little bit actually while you're doing that. Keep going guys, I've got the clock on. I won't let you do too long. Wouldn't dream of it. Another 10 seconds and then we'll pulse. So on the next one you're going to hold it up, look up at the ceiling, keep the support on the neck, and let's pulse and squeeze. Tummy muscles are pulled in tight. We don't want to drop the chin to the chest and look through the legs. We want to be looking up. Check the watch. 3, 2, 1 and relax. So you can hug your knees in for a sec. Rock from side to side. Excellent. So the next one, let me just check my schedule. The next one, we're bringing the legs up. So that works out well. So you can have your knees in line with your hips, your ankles in line with knees, so it's at tabletop. If you feel it, start to feel it in your back, you can pull your knees in a little bit. It does ease off. But if you want to make it a little bit harder, take them out. So all we're going to do, we're starting off exactly the same in a crunch. So you can clasp your hands and you can have your thumbs down to support your neck if you want to. Take a deep breath in, squeeze everything. We're going to look up at the ceiling and we're just going to hold it there, and we're just doing a little pulse. So while we're pulsing, we don't want to start squeezing in, bringing the elbows in, bringing the chin in. Keep the elbows out and just imagine you're lengthening through the crown of your head, so your neck's actually getting longer, not shorter. And we're still pulsing. Oh, I didn't put the watch on. Put it on now. Sorry about that. Squeeze your tummy muscles tight. Start to pulse. If it's too easy, take the knees further away. If you feel it in your back, bring them in. Whatever is good for you guys. You know how hard you want to work today. If you've had a tough week, you might just want to ease off a little bit and maybe just have some sort of active rest, which is not a problem at all. So we're going to hold it there. Just hold it there for a sec. Now you're going to extend your left leg nice and slowly, lift slightly and take your left shoulder in the direction of the right knee and squeeze, and come back down, bring the left knee in, extend the right leg, lift and squeeze. And that's the pace we're going. Let's carry on. Let's put the, oh, my stopwatch. So let's carry on, extend the left leg, lift and squeeze. So again, we're still keeping that gap from the chin to the chest. Keep the elbows out if we can. We don't want to close it, we're looking at creating space. Can you feel it? I hope you're all shouting, yes we can. Squeeze. Lift and squeeze. We'll just do one more on each side and we'll have a little rest. So hug the knees in, just gently rock from side to side. Ooh. Let your back roll into the floor as well, that's quite nice. Excellent. Right, next one we're doing, you're taking the legs straight. Straight as you can. If you're struggling, have them bent. And I'll just show it you first, because obviously I can't see you and I can't shout at you and tell you. I can see you guys a little bit, but all I can see is your feet up in the air. So we're going to keep the gap from the chin to the chest. We're going to lift and we're going to pulse to the centre for 10 seconds. And then we pulse over to the right for 10 seconds. I can't talk while I'm doing it. And then we pulse over to the left. And we keep going. So, are we ready? Oh, put the magic watch on. Deep breath in and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 6. You can hear the dog coming up the stairs. Carry on with that, guys. Go to the right, pulse over to the right. Hello, little boy. I could hear him, but it went, hello. Hello, baby. Then pulse to the left. Keep going. Are we feeling it? Back to the centre. If you want to push the heels up and the toes towards you, have a go at that. Squeeze. Over to the right. Keep going. Over to the left. And one last time to the centre. Ooh, squeeze. And bring your knees in. Ooh, hug your knees in, rock from side to side. Ooh. Let's just take the knees down to the right. Put your right hand on top of your left knee. Push your left shoulder into the floor. Let me check what time we're on. I think we're all right yet. Shoulder down, knees down. Take the left arm out. Have a deep stretch. Let's just take one more deep breath in. Knees down, shoulders down. And let's extend that top leg, which should be your left leg. If you can reach it with your hand, if you can reach your toe with your hand, do just to get a deeper stretch, but don't worry if you can't. Or if you've got a band at home or anything, you can grab that. And then let's change sides. Roll back to the centre. Take your knees to the left or to the other side. And you can bring your right shoulder down. You can bring your left hand and just pull that leg down just to get a deeper stretch. Stretching your glutes, stretch through your back. Take a deep breath in. And then if you can to move up a bit for this, you can straighten your right leg and grab your toe or chuck a belt round, anything, because like I say, I am recording it, so you can do it again and do as much as you want to. You can do extra on the abs. And come back to the centre. Oh. So, shoulders into the floor, tummy muscles pulled in, plant your feet firmly on the ground. We're going to take a deep breath in, squeezing your glutes tight, squeezing your abs. We're going to slowly exhale and come up into bridge. So obviously it depends on your back, how far you come up, whatever feels right for you. Squeezing your glutes, so it's glute work this one, squeezing your abs. We're going to take your right arm above your head and we're going to alternate. Ooh, let's watch that door. Hello, darling. Doug's looking at me. Squeeze. Are you coming in? I have to open the door to him because he scratches the door otherwise. Squeeze. So if you've got any shoulder issues and you can't do this, you can just stay in bridge. And then let's slowly bring the arms down and slowly come down. So just stay there. Let your back completely sink into the floor. Let me move down a bit. And we're going to go again. So deep breath in, zip everything up. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your abs. Doug, we can't see anything. Push your feet into the floor and then come up into bridge. So this time, if you want to, it's an option. You can lift both arms and you can bring them down and up, or you can hold them there. You can come onto the heels and come up, or you can come onto the toes. We're going to do about a minute, so choose which is right for you. So you can either just stay there, you can go back to doing what we just did, or you can do it with both arms, depending on your shoulders, or you can just hold it, lift through the heels or lift through the toes. Just let me put the clock on. So we're just going to do about a minute, obviously depending on your back, you do what's right for you. It's quite a good mobiliser for your shoulders, this one, if you're in bridge, because obviously your hips are elevated, so they push into the floor a little bit more. I mean, sometimes in class we do this with the spiky balls, and so if you've got one at home, you can use that as well, if you're doing it again. It's hard to use equipment, sort of, on a live class or when you're recording it, because you don't know who's got what equipment, so it's a bit of a tricky one. So about 10-15 more seconds. If you've had enough, just slowly come down, bring your knees in. And then whenever you're ready, just slowly come down. Oh, it's telling me now that that's okay. So slowly come down. Bring the knees back in. So hug them back in, just rock from side to side. And then you're just going to bring your feet to the outer edge of your mat, or wider if you're not on a mat, if you're just on the floor, just bring them a little bit wider than hip width. And just take your knees to the right, push them down. You can have your arms out if you want to. And then to the left. Ooh. We'll just go again, one more each side. And then come back to the centre, straighten the legs, bring your hands to the side of your body. And I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath in. This is the best part of the class. I've not really had a chance to do this. I've not had time. So take a deep breath in, and I want you to squeeze every muscle in your body. Start with your toes, squeezing your toes, squeezing your feet, squeeze your calves, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs, make a fist with your hands. Take your shoulders up to the ears and screw your face up and squeeze. And squeeze as tight as you can. Keep squeezing. and relax. So we're going to take a really deep breath in. So I want you to inhale as deep as you possibly can. Through your nose if you can, but don't worry if you struggle to breathe through your nose. So let's take a deep breath in as deep as we can. So keep breathing in if you can. Hold it. And slowly start to exhale. We're going to do that one more time. So breathe in as deep as you can. Hold it. And exhale. And as you exhale, feel your body deflating. Feel it sinking into the mat. Let your back relax into the mat. Let your legs, let your bum, let your head and your shoulders relax into the floor. So we're just going to take a couple of minutes. I think I've got a couple of minutes left. So I do want to spend a little bit of time just breathing and just lying there and just enjoying these 2 minutes, because it's been a tough week. It's been a tough few weeks, hasn't it? So if you want a breath pattern, we'll inhale for 4, we'll hold for 7, and we'll exhale for 8. And as usual, if it's too much, do what's right for you. You always do what's right for you. I'll talk you through it. And if we do disappear, I'll catch up with you shortly. So take a deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you can, continue with that breath for as long as you can. If you've got 5 or 10 minutes, enjoy the time. It's so beneficial, deep breathing, especially when you inhale and you're exhaling for longer. It brings the heart rate down, can reduce anxiety and stress, which pretty much need at the moment. So take as long as you can with this. If you've only got a few minutes, well, then you've only got a few minutes, but enjoy. I'm just going to sit here and just breathe with you for a minute or two. So it's inhale for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. And each time you exhale, just see if you can relax a little bit more. See if your shoulders can sink into the mat. Is your back touching the floor? If it's not, each time you exhale, just see if you can get it to touch the floor a little bit more. It's probably because there's a little bit of tension there. So as you exhale on the 8, just scan through the back, see where it's touching the mat or the floor. See if you can relax a little bit. And then when you've done that, do the same with the glutes and the legs and the calves, and then your feet. Each time you exhale, just see if you can relax a little bit more. Is there any tension in your face? Just gently drop your chin in the direction of your chest. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Little things that hopefully just de-stress you a little bit and help you to relax. Just enjoy. And whenever you're ready, you can just bring yourself to a seated position. Don't rush, just come up really slowly. If you want to carry on and have a few minutes, carry on. I know not everyone likes to sort of lie there and relax, but it's really beneficial. If you've had enough though, do slowly come to a seated position. And you can start to rub the palms of your hands together. And we'll just get some heat in the hands. And then pop them over the eyes. Spread the fingers and just slowly let the light in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And give yourselves a clap. Well done, guys. I will see you all next week. Well done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of relaxing. Doug must have done. I can hear him snoring. See you all. So managed to finish it as well. Well done, guys. Thank you. See you soon. Well done.
Bye.
Bye.